In ancient times, there lived a husband and wife whose life was barely possible. The husband is a shoemaker. One day, they had no money at all. They were very sad, because they had to endure hunger all day. However, the husband saw a piece of leather that was enough to make a pair of shoes. He immediately prepared all the equipment to make the shoes. He is also preparing to make shoes and really hopes that tomorrow someone will buy them. However, because he was very tired, he fell asleep very soundly. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, a group of elves came to the shoemaker's study. A group of elves saw unfinished shoemaking equipment on the table. They also intend to help make special shoes for him. They enthusiastically drew patterns, cut and sewed shoes. One morning, the shoemaker and his wife were very surprised to see a pair of very beautiful and neatly stitched shoes on the table. The husband and wife wondered who made these beautiful shoes. He took the shoes to the market to sell. And the shoes were bought at a very high price. The shoemaker was very happy, even though in his heart, he was still wondering who had helped him make such beautiful shoes. After the shoes were sold, he immediately bought more leather. Enough to make 4 pairs of shoes. When he arrived home, the shoemaker immediately prepared his equipment. However, because I'm tired all day looking for good skin, he fell asleep soundly. Unexpectedly, the fairies came back to help the shoemaker. A similar incident happened again. The husband and wife were surprised when they woke up from sleep, seeing 4 pairs of beautiful shoes with very neat stitching lying on the table. The shoemaker continued to be surprised by the finished shoes neatly arranged on the table. The husband and wife, now life is complete. They were very curious about who had been kind enough to help him all this time. Finally, that evening they decided to peek at the shoemaker's workplace. The night the husband and wife had been waiting for arrived. They are very curious. They also hid behind the curtain. After waiting a long time, in the middle of the night, noise started to be heard. Apparently, the fairies came. They immediately went to work making these shoes. With great surprise, the husband and wife, in the end, knowing who was really good, helped them. They were very happy, because they were helped by kind-hearted fairies. They also intend to make several small shirts, trousers, coats and hats. Because they were afraid that the elves would get cold wearing thin clothes. The next day, the shoemaker did not prepare the equipment to make shoes. However, he put some warm clothes, trousers, coats and hats in small sizes. All of this was made by the shoemaker's wife. They put the clothes on the table with the message, "This is our little gift for you. We are very grateful, because you are willing to help us." The contents of the message. As usual, the elves came back when night fell. They were very surprised to see what was arranged on the table. They were very happy, and immediately tried on clothes, trousers, coats and didn't forget the hats. The clothes they just wore were very comfortable and warm. "It seems the shoemaker and his wife already know about us," said one of the elves. Finally, the elves decided to leave the shoemaker's house, because they felt that their work to help the shoemaker and his wife was finished. Moral message: be a good child and you will be helped and loved by other people.